Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 2H Reading Comics. This week's episode 147, and we get to talk about Census. As always, tell your friends, your family, anyone who wants to listen to two idiots talk about comics. Go check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and listen to us anywhere you get your podcast. As always, let's get into it.
And welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's David Crocker. This is two unprofessionals talking comic books. And today we're reading. I'll look there, hoping there's a book. No, Census, comixology original.
Yeah, I don't even think this has a hard copy. I don't think there's actually
not yet. Co-written by one of my favorites, Mark Bernardin from the Fat Man Beyond podcast. We will also have the draft of our favorite writers.
Sweet.
So tune in or stay tuned in for that, or whatever people normally say. That
Stay tuned in.
Dumb. Yeah.
It's been a long month, man.
It's been
a struggle bus.
Yeah. Apologize for these past few episodes not being very good, but hey, we're here. We're trying.
Doing our damns. We ain't gonna miss a week.
No, not at all. Even if it's probably too early in the episode for YouTube to make a suicide joke. But yeah, no. You said you had something you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, it's minor. So you know that there is an animatronic at Disneyland for Spider-Man.
I thought that was Universal.
No, Disneyland. It's at Avengers Campus. It's where he's
swinging. California?
Yeah, in California. It's where he swings in.
Is that world or land?
That's land.
Okay.
He swings in. It's an animatronic. It's on ropes and shit.
Uh-huh.
Well, Disney's been trying to do more animatronics in the parks. One, they don't have to pay people to stand in the sun all day. It's cheaper labor.
Yeah.
And so they introduced this past week, again, this is March 11th, that they're creating a Judy Hobbs animatronic from Zootopia.
Okay.
And she's going to be on roller skates. She's about 3 foot tall.
Yeah, a rabbit.
She can do front flips on the ground. She can stand up on her own. She can climb out of a box on her own.
Robots are going too far.
She can bend, wave, move, everything. And it is the creepiest fucking video. Like, it's nothing but a skeleton. Like it is literally just the...
Okay.
Like, right now, it's creepy as fuck.
All right. I was about to say, well, it's about to get creepier. I don't know how much... How do I phrase this? Would you happen to know about a website called R34 or Rule 34?
No.
Do you know what Rule 34 of the internet is?
I'm going to go with something bad.
Rule 34 of the internet is if it exists, there's some type of porn for it on the internet. And so it's just a bunch of cartoon porn.
Oh.
And sometimes it's funny to look stuff up on there.
Uh-huh.
And then just going down weird rabbit holes in Twitter. I would say Judy Hobbs is one of the most drawn and promiscuous characters that Disney has put out in a very long time.
That's how creepy she looks right now.
Showing me the animatronic, not Rule 34.
No.
Yes.
Well, Rule 34 I could find real quick for you.
Yeah, no. Do not Google that because your wife doesn't like when you look up bad things on the internet.
In saying that, I have seen stills of very promiscuous Judy Hobbs pictures. It's the butt, man.
Do you think? I mean, yeah.
I mean, even in her. This is on a Disney World float.
Yeah.
And look at how look at how thick them thighs are.
Yeah. Same with Miss Incredible.
And Incredibles. Oh.
So if they just let that animatronic into the wild,
into the wild,
I don't think that animatronic is going to stay in the park very long.
Oh, do you think somebody's hoovering that bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. That's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
But it's not the path I was taking it, but
I'm just throwing
that's a fucked up. never heard it referred to as Rule 34.
Yes, it's Rule 30. I don't. It was like some old internet 1.0 type thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like it was a joke. It's like Rule 34 of the internet. If it exists, there's some type of porn of it.
For it.
And someone made a website called Rule 34, and I think people can just like draw whatever type of not safe for work stuff and post it there.
And then because it's, I guess, a backdoor alley, it can get around all copyrights and all that shit.
Yeah, like
just Disney really want to sue.
I'm assuming they don't make money off of it.
But at the same time, if they did make money off of it, would Disney really want it out in the public, like open? Like, yeah, we're suing you for your.
It'd be like, why do y'all know about this?
Yeah, like, how'd y'all find out?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, sorry that y'all know that now.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that's the thing. Did you see that the Barstool guys went to Disney
World
recently? So the founder, Dave Portnoy, who's like all-time like sports guy, loves gambling, betting on sports, not like a huge nerd in the type stuff, but had admitted that he's like, yo, I love Star Wars. I've loved it since it came out. And he's dating a girl whose family lived in Orlando, and they went to Disney World, and he's like texted because they have like a guy named Robbie Fox who's like their typical nerd guy, and then they have also a movie podcast.
Yeah.
And so he texted those guys. He was like, I went to the Disney attraction and went to the Star Wars attraction in Disney. It was awesome. He went to the old 90s ride. Completely just missed. Like, and when they show the video of like, because now the whole thing was this week, he got all the nerdy people from Barstool, took them to Disney so they could show them where all the Star Wars stuff was. And they basically did a day at Disney with the Barstool crew. And they showed a video of like where he completely missed to go through the tunnel to Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, he didn't even get into.
No, he just went to the old 90s ride.
He went to the Star Wars Store Tours.
Yeah,
with the AT-AT out front.
Yeah, and he was like, he went into that and was like, "That was fucking awesome. I can't believe how good that is."
Oh, buddy, just wait.
They were like, yeah, that was cool in the 90s.
There's a completely new ride that's so much better.
And not to.
So he didn't go into one bit.
No.
He went to Disney World.
He was with his girlfriend
in Universal in Hollywood
family.
Studios, and didn't even actually get into Batuu.
Yeah, he went.
He was literally 200 yards from the entrance.
Yeah, but you know, like he did. If you've ever paid attention to Barstool, he's not the guy that
he wouldn't have known.
He didn't do prep work before they went in there. He was like, they live here. They've been 1,000 times. Obviously, if I say I want to go to the Star Wars, you would think they would know to.
They would have walked you into.
Yeah, and they just like did the Star Tours or whatever, and then went to go drink around the world. And so all the Barstool guys were like, "No, there's a whole
world like
section.
Yeah, it's not just a
Wars.
ride with some out stuff like."
And they showed the video because like they all went. Finally, the Barstool guys took them down there.
So they went back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the whole thing this week. And they showed a video of like them walking. It was like, "No, this is where you should have gone."
Yeah.
He was like, "To my defense, there's literally no sign that says Star Wars on there."
No. I agree. Having been down there recently, like it is. You just have to know where it is, and like
I would imagine there are.
But at the same time,
you are here in like maps and stuff.
There's no maps out.
How the heck are you supposed to know to get there?
Your phone, like the Disney app, like it literally is a map on your phone, and you pull it up. Like
this is where I go. Hey, where the hell's the Star Wars stuff? And I know none of the characters can talk about it.
Well, there's cast members that are there to help you. Like outside of like in Batuu. Like, even they, like, where's Toy Story Land? And they would go, well, there's this fictional so-and-so that we've heard tell of that you need to go out that way and take a right.
Okay.
That's what they would do. Like, they're not just going to go, like, well, we don't know what Toy Story. Like, they're there to help. Like, they would just play it off as, like, well, we've heard tales of this fictional land where toys are the size of humans, and you would... They would point you in that direction.
But yeah, it was.
And then outside of that, the cast members, like, that's the only one, like, the cast members, like, other than that, they're like normal people everywhere else. Batu's the only weird one that's like, they're actually immersed in the story.
Yeah. I didn't know you could buy it because the guy who runs Barstool and has been called a Nazi or racist several times. Bought like the Imperial, like the higher up Imperials, like the gray suit with the gray hat, and he bought it and started walking around.
You're not supposed to, but yeah, you can.
I mean, he was wearing shorts. You would think.
Oh, okay.
You would, but he bought the jacket and the hat.
Yeah, that's fine. Because like there is like a Disney rule, like anyone over the age of like 8, like anyone that's obviously not a child, cannot dress up as an actual character.
But they have the stuff there that you can buy it.
You can, but it's not like they aren't also selling the pants to go with it.
Yeah.
Like so you're wearing the shirt.
It looked like
hat.
they all just bought like they all look like raincoats.
Yes. Like you couldn't like rock up at the gate looking like you couldn't walk in looking like Darth Vader or a princess or stormtrooper. Like they have enough stairs.
There was one guy who legit was like, "Hey, where is this?" And he just didn't say anything. He just went, and the guy just walked off. He's like,
"Dude, he's wearing shorts."
Yeah,
he's wearing shorts.
He's wearing shorts. He's wearing shorts that do not go with the outfit.
He's wearing shorts.
They were like bright blue shorts.
God, I need to see. That's hilarious. But yeah, like there's a whole like.
And then one of their nerdy guys was like puking and rallying after every roller coaster.
Oh God. Yeah, there's definitely like there's rules and like shit you gotta follow. Like you can't wear, but yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. And I'll show that to you after this.
Oh man, dude.
Actually,
around the world. One day
that
you're
actually
go
inspired me though. I was like, I started looking up one day passes.
The
cheapest one was Monday through Friday in August, $109
still
one day.
Yeah, still $100.
I was like, I'm gonna have to, because the lightsaber I want is I'm doing it in one day and I'm not going back. And so, $100 to get in, $250 for the Cal Kestis lightsaber,
$185.
$185
minus the blade. If you want the blade, you got.
And then I'm gonna make my own.
That's the $250 one.
Okay, cool. So I need at minimum $500 to go to the park.
That's in the park, yeah. And that's without buying a drink, food, anything else you find.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an expensive trip.
Yeah.
One day you're going. I'm taking you, and we'll do Hollywood again, and we're doing Drinking Around the World. You and me doing Drinking Around the World together.
No, we just got to go to the Harry Potter world after that.
Also got to do that. Yeah. Still got to do that. But yeah.
Even though I don't think I'm not buying a broom or a wand. I don't think I'm buying a wand.
I don't know if I would buy a wand. Like I love Harry Potter.
I'll buy some. We both took the test for the video game.
Yeah.
We're both Hufflepuff apparently.
Which I'm sad.
So I'll buy some.
About, but yeah.
I think that game has glowed up Hufflepuff a little bit.
It has because of course, don't want to be a Gryffindor because why do you want to be the basic shit? Slytherin was like my other option just because I don't mind being a dick.
But then you also
I'm not actually a dick.
Yeah.
Like, and in
it turns out I'm fiercely loyal.
And Ravenclaw's, not a chance in hell I'm smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I actually would buy, like, I'll buy lightsabers every fucking day.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I'll buy like Hufflepuff gear and we'll actually like wear it.
But like I wouldn't buy
like if I say that back, I'd buy a black T-shirt with a Hufflepuff logo over the chest and like a Hufflepuff logo on the back.
Yeah, but you're not going to wear the robe. You're not going to buy.
I'm not buying like a shit ton of like yellow shit with Hufflepuff all over it.
But you're not going to buy the robe.
I'll buy
that has
black
Hufflepuff
T-shirts with their logo and then anything with like black and a badger on it.
Yeah. Let's see, but like I'll buy Cal Kestis lightsaber. I'll buy Vader's, Anakin's, shit like that. But like I wouldn't buy Cedric Diggory's wand, and that's like one of the most famous Hufflepuffs. Like I'm not gonna buy Harry Potter's wand. I'm not gonna buy now. Voldemort's wand looks really fucking cool. It's got like a skull.
The only one I would buy is like the one I took the personality test and it gave me.
Yeah, but see,
and then it's just like that's
not
my
an actual
wand,
right? It's not an actual wand in the park.
Oh, you can't like get a custom one, man, like you do in lightsabers. I don't know. It would basically just be like, give me a couple Hufflepuff T-shirts and a Hufflepuff hoodie.
What would that be? That'd be.
I had 13-inch. You had 12.5. That's all that matters.
Shocking.
Dragon something.
I knew mine was Dragon. We both had Dragon Heart.
Mine was Sprue. I'd have to look at it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the
or the
place
was.
The place in Universal in Hollywood's called.
Oh, I don't know.
Damn.
Hollywood Studios.
No.
Oh, Diagon Alley.
Yep. You can witness a unique interactive experience and see a wand. Choose a wizard. Visitors, including the wizard chosen in the interactive experience, can purchase their own unique wand.
Yeah.
Wand sets, character wand, replicas, or interactive wand.
Only an interactive one.
So I guess you could walk in there and say you wanted a...
Here's my personality test, make me one.
Yeah. Which is... I didn't know you could do. I thought they just had kind of like... Just they had sabers on or had wands on display.
Pokemon theme park.
There is Mario.
There's a Nintendo one coming.
Yeah, they opened it in in California, but I don't know if it's been. I don't even know if they're building one in Florida for it.
I just want a Luigi hat.
Luigi hat does look good.
Maybe Waluigi.
Waluigi's cool too.
Oh, speaking of which, it's been bugging me because I caught it when editing.
Yeah.
A few months back, we were talking about the Mario movie. We said Jack Black was playing Luigi. He's playing Bowser.
We said Luigi?
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't Luigi. Like, I'm sitting here going like, oh, no shit, it's not Luigi.
Charlie Day is Luigi, which is also very funny.
That's also kind of funny.
Yeah.
There's still the fact Chris Pratt is a Italian plumber. It just...
People got mad about that just because it was Chris Pratt, and they call him right wing. He's just a Christian conservative.
He's just like, for fuck's sake, people.
Literally, y'all didn't get mad about Charlie Day. Y'all didn't get mad about Jack Black.
Exactly. It's just...
Why do y'all care?
Because he doesn't fit the Hollywood stereotype.
Yeah, pretty much.
My favorite is Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
Yes, that's funny.
I want to see the movie, but it's still funny that he's... Yeah. Charlie Day's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Keegan-Michael Key's Toad.
Oh, I didn't know.
I recognize these faces, but not their names. Either way, this is just the first ones that came up.
Charles. Oh, I didn't know. That's the girl from The Menu. Is playing Peach.
Oh, that's her? Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew her name.
That guy, I want to say, is not Jim Carrey, but the other guy from Dumb and Dumber.
Charles
Martinet. It looks kind of like him.
It kind of does look like him. But
I could be completely wrong, though.
I don't know. It also doesn't give what.
Who the hell is Cranky Kong? Penguin King. No, that's Diddy Kong.
That is Diddy Kong.
I don't know who Foreman Spike or Kamek is.
Yeah, I didn't recognize
I don't know.
Other characters.
Yeah.
Has that movie come? It has come out, hasn't it?
Mario?
Yeah.
No, I think it's coming soon. I could be wrong. But I think it's coming soon. That or it's going to be another movie I have to add to my list. I might go see a movie tomorrow since I have that free thing. But,
you get one of those every week, right?
I try to.
April 5th. So a couple weeks.
Yeah. It's out by the time this is coming out.
Oh, yeah. Well, truly.
But yeah. No. I just want a Luigi hat.
Oh, God, that's right.
Maybe if they get a Luigi brand overall.
I do think they do. Yeah. We get a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles this year.
Is that the one? I saw there was some hubbub. Apparently they changed April.
Yeah, April's black.
Black and
she's
chunky.
Black. Yeah.
Which, cool, I guess. I don't really care.
At this point, what the fuck does it matter? Like,
yeah, I don't.
I'm getting so tired.
I'm also not
I'm getting so tired of like, they only did it to make a stir. They're not doing it because they wanted to do it. They're just doing it to make a stir at this point.
Yeah, it's just like, her character wasn't being white wasn't essential to her character.
No.
But I mean, I'm also not like, they reboot the Ninja Turtles like every other year.
Exactly,
I can't get excited for another one.
Yeah. It does look like they're more, the trailer I saw, they do look like they're more kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, definitely, like, still trying to figure out, like, how to even be turtles.
Yeah.
Ooh, we get Across the Spider-Verse in June.
Mm-hmm.
In June, we get Across the Spider-Verse.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I can't. If you would have asked me my most anticipated superhero thing this year, I didn't think it would be a Sony movie.
Touche. But it is Spider-Man, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all they have the rights to. It's more of, it's the What was the first one called? Spider-Verse?
wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, wasn't
This
it
is
just called
Into the
Spider-Man?
Spider-Verse.
No, this is Across the Spider-Verse.
Across the Spider. I don't know.
It was Into
There you go. I just know it's the Miles Morales cartoon one. Boy, do they have a tall task to repeat. But yeah.
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Dude, I still can't believe that movie came out 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like
People still talk about it.
The fact that like the past 3 years especially,
yeah,
have just like almost feel like they've
can-
morphed into one.
You can use 2020, 2021 and the first half of 2022. Might as well be the same year.
Exactly. Like, because shit, it wasn't for me. My job was normal as always. I was trying. Still to this day, I have not missed a single day due to sickness because of COVID, or lack of work because
I
of COVID.
did miss a week because of
I have not missed a single day of work. And my office has not been closed since the start of this. And I have seen more states since the start of COVID.
Yeah. But, yeah, I did not think that would be the one I'm looking most forward to at this point in time.
Yeah.
That being said, we read a book called Census.
Yeah.
Very fun. Hopefully, they're going to keep going. But it seems like most of comixology's originals are limited series. But I hope this one keeps going. And they definitely left a cliffhanger for it to keep going.
Left a really wonderful cliffhanger.
You can go ahead and give credit though.
So we've got it written and created by Mark Bernardin and Adam Freeman. Art and colors by Sebastian Perez. Lettering by Bernardo Bryce. And edited by Sarah Litt. As Talmadge calls over Sarah Litt's name.
My bad. I'm a sexist.
You are.
That's going to get clipped. God damn it.
Fucking love it, folks. So, again, this is only 5 issues. Comixology original.
Yeah.
I really do hope this got traction. Like, I feel bad that it was a Comixology original because I don't think it gets especially the way Comixology is now.
They don't get the
it's nowhere near as there's nowhere near as much publicity for it as, say, 3 years ago when Comixology was its own entity, or like when we started the comic show or started this. But I really do hope they keep going after the.
Yeah, I do too, and I hope they come out with a physical copy of this because I will actually buy that one.
I mean, right here, got it on the opening page. He's hogtied to the bed with 3 succubuses. Yeah, sure. Literally about to gut him.
Yeah.
For his virgin essence.
I didn't think I'd go into this expecting liking the love story that happens.
I know. Yeah. Like the second, of course, it flips the script. Yeah. The succubi going after his virgin essence.
Yeah. The youngest one's like, we have to have sex or else they're going to kill you.
Yeah.
You're too nice of a guy to let this happen to.
83 seconds later.
Yeah.
That was a nice little plug.
Yeah. And just like such a fun premise of, hey, these type of creatures exist, and hell needs you to do a census of the island of Manhattan, and then he goes around not only doing the census but helping people along the way.
Yeah, I liked that part the most. I think is like that. His character was such an odd character to get started. Mm-hmm. I mean,
yeah, he's basically a loser.
Yeah, a definite loser. To then go from like being just a straight loser to maybe I can turn this into helping people, find people how to get freed from their sorrows and stop killing innocent children and making them into the greatest snacks on earth.
Yes,
that's creepy.
And falling in love with a creature that tried to kill you.
Yeah,
and getting her free out of hell.
Yeah, that was weird. So, no,
I think succubuses are technically demons.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specialized demon.
And what got me, it was like when she showed back up, like she was in the real world, then she said she was tethered back to hell.
Yeah.
And then she explained, oh no, my sister's because I freed you, found another virgin and got their souls back, lives back, something like that. But
yeah, no, it is a fun and quick little read.
Oh, it was. I think it was only 105
5 issues.
108 pages total.
Yeah.
So it's very quick.
Yeah. No. And if you don't mind with, it's kind of like
96
a
seconds,
weird
actually.
version of Fables, but it's all just like villains and creatures from
mythological creatures, leprechauns, demons, dragons.
genies.
Looking at this cut after he runs from the succubi, when did you realize the bus was actually not a normal city bus?
When they kept putting weird people in the back.
Okay, because the first
if
time
you look at the bus, like at first it was always just normal people.
Like the first time he's
but
on
then
the
there's
bus,
like other paranormal creatures in there.
Yeah, first time he's on the bus, he's sitting behind somebody in a slave Leia outfit with a bald head.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's just okay. We're just gonna glance
Comic-Con
over. Yeah, I was like, all right, we're just gonna glance over that. And then characters keep getting added.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's like, oh, there's demons, there's ghosts, there's a cop that was shot in the neck that's just chilling out.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. And then the I think what finally got me was the bus driver. Like she would say stuff and it'd be like, okay, you know what's going on. You know something's going on.
Yeah.
It's just how much of this bus is also scary and demonified.
Turns out to be working for the boss.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny. It was like Satan, Lucifer, and someone else.
Satan. What was it? Satan, Lucifer, and
Was it the devil?
No, Satan's the devil. Lucifer. Crap.
And they all ruled hell together or something.
Yeah, I know that. Like,
would it be Hades?
No, it's not Hades.
Scroll to the back.
That's what I'm working on.
But yeah, and then they, after seeing what good he did, made him the boss, and then the twist ending at the
Leviathan. This is Leviathan, Satan, and Lucifer.
Yeah, and the twist ending is like, no, we know he'll fuck everything up. And so that's why we put him in charge.
It's like we want Earth to, like, we need it to fuck up so we can come back and rule or destroy I just the way they wrote the ending, they have to be planning to do another. It's just, does it sell well enough? Well, actually, it's free. I mean,
if you have a comixology subscription.
So how do they
how we've kept? I don't know.
Well, I know. How do they make money then? If it's
they get our subscription,
I guess get a percentage of the downloads.
It's kind of like Netflix, where it's like, I'm sure everything was on there at one point.
Yeah.
And then all the other apps started making their own app, or all the other companies started making their own apps.
Right.
Even though now half of them aren't on there, don't have their own apps anymore.
Yeah.
But it was like, kind of like Netflix, where it's like, maybe we shouldn't depend on everybody else to put content on here. Maybe we should start making our own.
But again,
they have ways to track of like what you read, and they have that.
So like the downloads, like you get a percentage of each down. Like if you get 100 downloads, you get X dollars. If you get 200,
it's probably just a flat rate, and then comixology gets everything after that.
Either way, I really do hope there's another one of these.
I do too. Shout out Mark Bernard.
It was fun. It was really, really fun. And I do like, so like looking back at this, like Pinkerton worked for the devil.
Yeah.
And hell.
Yeah.
So if there's a hell and there's Satan and shit, that means there's God and the angels and
supposedly. Yeah.
I mean, if there's every other mythological creature around, that means they're probably running around somewhere.
I'd imagine there's an angel. Yeah.
So when do they get to come and fuck shit up?
I don't know. It'd be funny if, what's her name? The succubus he falls in love with?
Yeah.
She becomes an angel.
Oh.
How do you deal with that? That'd probably be my next thing.
Dealing with it now. I mean, they would probably still be dating, and I doubt anything would change.
You don't think an employee of hell and an employee of heaven would be allowed to be together?
Well, I mean, hell, they were going to be together, and he was a human, and she was a succubi.
Yeah, humans are free will.
Yeah, they are. I guess. I don't know. It would be interesting, though.
Yeah. There you go, Mark. And other guy.
I don't know. there's little tidbit like just kind of thumbing through. There's little tidbits that were always funny.
Oh yeah.
Him
Like
running,
I said, it's just a fun afternoon read.
yeah, him running from his bullies, and then literally just being like, "Okay, beat the shit out of me," and the demon's like,
Can't get hurt. Right?
he's like, that didn't see that coming, and this way he wins his freedom and gets her soul back.
All right. You got any closing statements?
Her name was Lilith.
Lilith.
Sorry, I'm just thumbing.
It's a good name. It needs to come back.
It was fun. There's not a whole lot to talk about. It's
No.
just,
It's just, I hope you enjoyed it.
yeah.
Hope you actually read it. That's what the show's about.
Cool
Okay.
art. I will say cool art.
Oh, yeah.
The way
Art and
everything
colors are
was.
very good. All right. So, time to get in the draft.
Woohoo!
Last week we took a thing out of the jar, and it was the draft of favorite writers. Now, we aren't limiting this to comics, so it can be any medium.
Yep.
We need to have a coin in here.
Well, I just pulled up a coin toss simulator.
Okay.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Coins up. And heads it is. I'll show you for proof.
Okay.
Heads it is.
All right.
So,
Would you like to go first or second?
I think I gotta go first.
Okay.
And just because of the basis of our whole show, Stan Lee will be my 1-1.
Really?
Yeah.
You've read a bunch of Stanley.
Well, it's not just that I've read a bunch of Stan Lee. It's just like most 90% of the characters we have ever talked about are created by Stan Lee or influenced by Stan Lee.
In some fashion.
I mean,
There is a lot of disputes,
kinda,
but yes.
I know there's always disputes. But like he is like
hating.
without Stan Lee as a writer,
Yeah.
as even the head, there would be nothing that we do today with.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying I don't think I've ever actually read a Stan Lee written comic
A
book.
straight up Stan.
Yeah.
I
If I was going to do that, that probably would have been my fourth pick. But that was your first pick.
all right.
So there we go. So all mine are on the board.
Yeah. He was he not on your?
Like I said, I've never actually read something that he's written.
Touche.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Either way, I
I guess
go.
I did watch that cartoon Stripperella that was created by him. So I don't know.
I had to. I mean, I had to go Stan Lee on 1-1.
Well, this is hard. There are 4 names that I could easily put at the top. But there's only one that I can just list off an entire it's more than 1 or 2 series.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going Mark Millar. He wrote Captain America: Civil War.
Yep.
He wrote Nemesis. He's half the stuff we've read on the show is Mark Millar.
I was about to say. I thought I saw his name when I was looking. I didn't write it down.
Yeah. So I'm going Mark Millar first overall. He just has a good way of. As much as I don't like it when people bring politics into stuff, he in Captain America, he did a great job of just hey, both of these sides are wrong for different reasons.
Yeah.
And then Nemesis is just fucking badass. And then he also wrote, even though we ended up not liking it that much, Kingsman, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
And then just a bunch of other stuff that Netflix now has a right to and will probably ruin.
Probably so. So hadn't taken one of mine. I hadn't taken one of yours. My number 2 is going to go Scott Snyder.
Yep.
I mean, he's Batman. I mean, he's done. We've read 3 volumes alone of just his.
Between Noctera, his Batman is amazing.
Court of Owls, the Death of the Family.
Yeah.
We even the one where Batman was had a lantern.
Had Last Night
Joker,
on Earth.
Yeah. Shit. Most of everything we've read on this show.
DC Metal and all that stuff wasn't so daggum confusing, we would
God,
probably read that too.
It is so. frequent listener on here, and Bailey's uncle, just got the Dark Knight Metal Omnibus Absolute Edition. Comes in a metal case, like the slip covers metal.
Is it in the correct order then?
I haven't asked,
yeah.
But it's dense looking. Mm-hmm. It's like, man, I would love to read it, but it's just too much, I think.
Okay. So I'm getting my number 1 and my number 2 overall.
Yeah, so far we're.
So
where was Scott Snyder for you then?
3.
Okay, all right. I was about to say.
Number 2, Brian K. Vaughan.
He
is there purely off of Saga, Why the Last Man.
Yeah.
Did Paper Girls, which I read a little bit of.
I didn't hate it,
but I don't think it was also written for me.
It's definitely not written for us.
And then I feel like I ask all the time, but he didn't write Fables, did he?
I think honestly always forget who wrote Fables.
Yeah, I don't think it was him, but it seems like a Brian K. Vaughan book. But just those 3 alone, put them there for me.
Nope, Fables, comic. There we go. Not actual Fables. Aristotle came up. Bill Willingham.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll forget that name again.
Yep. Who? So, Vaughn's gone. I think I'm gonna have to go. My number 3 will be Donny Cates.
Had him on there. Yeah.
Venom, Hulk, crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, those are the first 3 that can come off the top of my head immediately.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, we read him for how fucking long on this show. But yeah, definitely my number 3. Solid choice.
All right, so now we're down to the guys that were just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But were literally just for one series. At least I've only read it for one series.
Yeah.
This is hard. Because I got 2 picks and I've got 3 guys. We said we weren't going to limit to comics, so I think I'm going to go with this guy. Even though I don't like him right now because he won't finish his last 2 goddamn books.
I was wondering.
George R.R. Martin.
I was wondering when you're going to put him
purely just for Game of Thrones. Finish your books, George.
I saw his name when I was just thumbing through some picks, and I was like, I do love him a lot, but pretty much just because he has.
Yeah, it's literally just that one series.
I'm not going to give you the credit because, I mean, you literally said you won't finish the book.
Yeah. Just
because you're being petty at this point, I think.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Brian Michael Bendis.
Yep, that was
4. Is that going to be your?
That was the one I was going to take over George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
I mean, he's written a lot of stuff, but I mainly love him for a Spider-Man run.
Yeah.
That I'm currently working through, which makes this a whole lot easier. But I think it was always going to be my 4th pick, because I knew you weren't picking it. But I like One Piece way too much, and I'm contemplating not contemplating. I am going to get the Straw Hat Jolly Roger tattooed.
I like it.
So, Ichiro Oda, the legend, the longest and arguably one of the best mangas out there. So, yeah. Ichiro Oda at my last pick at number
4. We doing 4? We're going to bump it on up and go ahead and do you got another one, or?
I've got more.
How do you know how to spell it?
I put Echiro, and then Oda is Oda. I know that. I could have misspelled Ichiro.
You
can do.
Let's go with a 5.
Okay.
I actually got. I mean, the rest of mine on here, I don't think there's one that you might get. But he was on here kind of as a saving grace for me. My 5th's gonna be Charles Soule. Darth Vader.
He's written like all the Star Wars books.
Yeah, I mean he was who they picked to write Darth Vader when Darth Vader came back.
Yeah.
Introduced the whole idea of bleeding a crystal. Has just done amazing with Vader and the whole Star Wars universe to me, and pretty much everything I am now.
Yeah. If we're doing 5, I'll tell you the other 2, and then I'll tell you the one I did pick. So Dan Slott, I don't think I've read a whole bunch of his series. He did Spider-Verse. He made Spider-Verse. He also did that She-Hulk book. That was very good.
It was good.
He just makes a bunch of like limited things that are pretty good, and I like. And then Lemony Snicket, the series of unfortunate events. Loved as kid. Never read it, and now don't want to go back and reread it and finish it. Or I mean, I read it up. I think I stopped halfway through book 12 of 13.
Yeah.
At some point, all the darkness and sadness and all this bad stuff happening to 3 kids
it gets
got to me.
Yeah.
And that's why I haven't gone back and finished or reread it. But all that being said, like I said, these are all just based off of one series I don't really like. Brian Lee O'Malley for Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, Dan Slott wasn't your final?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said I'm going to say 2, and then go with mine.
I'm sorry, I was writing and typing.
Brian Lee O'Malley.
Okay, all right.
For his work on Scott Pilgrim.
Interesting.
Series.
I wonder what else he did. I mean, being easy to look.
He had one other book that was like of note, and then I don't think he had like a whole bunch of others.
Okay. Brian Lee O'Malley. I recognize that. Second, Scott Pilgrim, Lost at Sea.
Yeah,
Scott
second
Pilgrim.
is the one that everybody else said was also really good.
Snot Girl.
Never
I've seen the picture before, but wow, a lot of anime American.
It's
stories.
all Scott Pilgrim style.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess you would call that anime American.
I don't know.
Some kind of theirs for in case some others got stolen in here. So my runner-ups are gonna be J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter.
Okay.
I mean, Frank Miller, Stephen King, and Arthur Conan Doyle, who did Sherlock Holmes.
You read a lot of Sherlock?
I don't read a lot, but I like Sherlock Holmes. I love the movies. The books are cool.
All right.
What? You got any runners up that you wanted to?
Picking writers you've never read their work.
I mean, they still are the most. I mean, I have read Arthur Conan Doyle before.
Might as well say Shakespeare, dog.
I thought about it, but I wasn't going to go that asinine with it.
Anyway, that's the draft this month.
I feel like I got disrespected in this one, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. All right, fine. Fuck you then.
I mean, you took 2 of mine. The other 2, I haven't read anything they've done. I don't think you have either. All right. Anyways,
Jesus.
Next month we have 5 Tuesdays.
Woohoo!
So bring your big budget and bring your reading glasses, I guess.
Yeah.
Do
know 1st of May will be a Star Wars book because it will be coming out week of May the 4th.
Oh, okay.
So I just haven't figured out.
I was about to say it's the first time hearing of it, but okay.
Yeah. I told you the last time we got together, but either way.
Did we?
Yeah. We'll let you know which Star Wars and what else we're reading, I guess.
Yeah. Attack on Titan's probably going to be on there, Volume 1.
Yeah, could do that.
Why the Last Man, Volume 6.
Of course.
So we just got to figure out 2 more. But yeah, check our Instagram. That's where we'll let you know.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.